Some words touch her heart, others make her weak. They bypass her logic, slip past her defenses, and settle deep in places she doesn't let anyone reach. Most men don't know these words. They play safe. They stay shallow. But if you want to make her remember you, crave you, and feel you long after you've gone, you need to speak the kind of language that shakes her. And today, I'm giving you exactly that. 3 forbidden phrases that make a woman feel something she can't explain, something she won't admit, but something she'll never forget. 1. You're the one place I feel at home. There's a reason this phrase isn't just romantic, it's devastatingly effective. When you look her in the eyes, lower your voice just enough for the words to feel like a secret and say, "You're the one place I feel at home." It doesn't just touch her heart. It cuts straight through every layer of her emotional defenses.
Why?
Because you're not giving her a compliment. You're giving her an emotional role in your life. One that elevates her beyond every other woman she's ever compared herself to. You're not saying, "You're beautiful," which she's heard 100 times before. You're not saying, "You're amazing," which sounds nice but doesn't land deeply. You're telling her, "You are my safe place in a world that feels restless. You are the one spot on this planet where my soul can exhale." Do you realize how rare that is for her to hear? Here's the truth most men don't know. Women don't just want to be desired. They want to be felt. They want to be the answer to a question you can't articulate. They want to feel like their presence softens the parts of you the world has hardened. They want to feel like more than just a person you like. They want to feel like a haven. And that's exactly what this phrase gives them. Think about the weight of those words. You're the one place I feel at home. It's not material. It's not transactional. It's not about what she does for you. It's about what she is for you. You've stripped away the performance and the games, and you're admitting that in her presence, you can let go of the mask you wear for everyone else. And trust me, when a woman feels like she's the only one who sees the unfiltered version of you, that's when she falls hard. Because you've made her more than a romantic interest. You've made her irreplaceable. Now, here's where it gets even more powerful. When you say this, it creates a dual effect in her. It softens her. She feels emotionally safe. She feels like she matters beyond the surface, beyond the physical attraction, beyond the chase. She feels like she's entered a sacred space in your world that no one else can touch. It charges her desire. Because now, she doesn't just want to keep that role in your life. She wants to deepen it. She wants to live up to it. She wants to be the woman who gives you that sense of belonging over and over again. This is why the delivery matters as much as the words themselves. You don't blurt it out casually over text. You don't throw it out during a meaningless conversation. You say it when the energy between you is heavy with tension. Maybe it's after a long conversation, when she's shared something vulnerable. Maybe it's when you're sitting quietly next to each other and she's wondering what's on your mind. That's when you turn to her, hold her gaze just long enough for her breath to catch, and let it out. You're the one place I feel at home. It hits her like a wave. And here's the beauty of this. She'll replay it over and over. Days later, weeks later, that sentence will echo in her mind at random times. It's more than just words, it's a memory trigger. Every time she thinks of it, she won't just remember what you said. She'll remember how you made her feel when you said it. And that feeling, that's what keeps her hooked. Real quick, before we go deeper, I've got something powerful for you. It's a free ebook called The Attraction Handbook. Inside, you'll learn how to make her crave you using just a few psychological moves. It's free for now, so grab it in the description or the pinned comment below. 2. I don't want perfect. I want you. There are words that feel nice to hear, and then there are words that shake a woman to her core. This phrase belongs in the second category. Because when you look at her and say, "I don't want perfect, I want you," it's not just a statement, it's a revolution in her mind.
Why?
Because you've just shattered one of the deepest insecurities most women carry, the pressure to be perfect. You've told her she doesn't need to be flawless to be worthy of your attention. She doesn't need to always say the right thing, look the right way, or keep up an image thing, look a certain way, or fit into some unrealistic standard. You're telling her that in your eyes, she doesn't need to perform. She can simply be. And that's where the magic happens. Because here's the truth. Even the most confident woman you know wrestles with silent doubts. She wonders if she's enough. She compares herself to others. She fears that if someone saw the raw, unfiltered version of her, the one that cries at night, the one that messes up, the one that sometimes feels like a mess, they would run. And then you tell her, I don't want perfect. I want you. And suddenly, she feels seen completely, entirely. You've told her you're not interested in some idealized version of her. You want the real thing. The flaws, the quirks, the unpolished truth. You want the woman beneath the filters, beneath the social mask, beneath the performance. And when a woman feels that level of acceptance, she melts because you've done something most men can't. You've made her feel safe in her imperfection. Now, here's the secret. This phrase doesn't just make her feel good. It makes her desire you.
Why?
Because it flips the script. You've taken the pressure off of her to be perfect and put it on yourself to handle the real her. You're showing that your attraction runs deeper than surface-level admiration. You want the side of her most people never get to see, the raw, messy, beautifully human side. This creates an emotional intimacy that is intoxicating. She starts letting you in. She shares more. She opens doors that were previously locked. And once she realizes you don't flinch when she reveals her flaws, she'll crave being around you. Because you've become something rare, a man who can hold space for all of her. But here's where the real power of this phrase lies. It creates freedom. Freedom for her to let go of the act. Freedom to stop worrying about always being on. Freedom to feel like she doesn't have to win you over. Because in your presence, she's already enough. And that freedom doesn't make her complacent. It makes her fall. Because you're not like the others who demand perfection, the others who only want her best angles, her most polished self. You're telling her that the messy, unguarded version of her, the one she hides from the world, is the one you're drawn to most. That creates a connection so powerful, so deeply rooted, that she won't be able to stop thinking about you. It's seductive, but not in the way most people think. It's not about physical intimacy. It's about emotional nakedness, the kind that binds her to you in ways she won't even fully understand. 3. You make me want to risk everything. There are phrases that flirt, phrases that charm, and then there are phrases that unravel a woman from the inside out. You make me want to risk everything lives in that last category. Because when you say this, you're not just complimenting her. You're exposing yourself. You're admitting something dangerous, forbidden, and deeply human, that she pulls you toward her in a way that defies logic, safety, and even your own self-preservation. This isn't a line you toss out lightly. It carries weight. It says, I know who I am. I know what I stand for. But you make me willing to step outside every line I've drawn for myself. It tells her that she's not just another woman in your life. She's the exception. The one who makes you reconsider everything you thought you'd never bend on. So hard? Because every woman dreams of being that for someone. She dreams of being the one who disarms the man who swore he couldn't be disarmed. The one who makes a strong man vulnerable. The one who turns the unshakable into the shaken. When you tell her, you make me want to risk everything, you're telling her she has that effect on you, that she makes you feel alive in a way that's worth the uncertainty, the danger, even the possible heartbreak. And that's intoxicating. This phrase also lights a fire in her because it hints at stakes. It implies that being with her isn't easy, that she's not just a choice you made on a whim, that she comes with risks, maybe emotional, maybe social, maybe even moral. And yet here you are willingly leaning into them. It makes her feel powerful, desired, irresistible, like she holds a gravitational pull over you that no one else has. And here's where it gets even more seductive. This phrase creates intimacy through vulnerability. Men often think strength means being untouchable. But the truth? The strongest men are the ones who can look a woman in the eye and say, you move me. You change me. You terrify me. And I still want you. That's the paradox. Vulnerability in a man, when done with confidence, doesn't make him weak. It makes him unforgettable. If you've ever said something to a woman that made her look at you differently, comment below. She felt it. Let's see how many men have spoken words that left a mark.